Hello, hello YouTube. This is D, and welcome back to my channel. So, it has been a while since I've been on YouTube, but I am back after several months. Yeah, I'm trying to get back into the groove or whatnot. So, I want this video is kind of going to be like unscripted, to be honest, simply because it's a little bit more personal or whatever. So, yeah, I want to talk about it. Um, so first thing I want to talk about is the Grudge video. People who follow me on Facebook, you might know about this situation, but anybody else would probably not know about this. I doubt even like people from Facebook really know. Oh yeah, that's unfortunate. But anyways, so yeah, I was working on the Grudge video and I was getting good. Like it was coming along pretty great, but my laptop had some very unfortunate technical difficulties, and like the bottom half of the screen I can't see at all because it's always flickering, and then on top of that it doesn't charge anymore. So basically I've lost everything for that video. Like I put so much work into that video and I was so proud of it, and unfortunately the world would never see that video, which is so frustrating because I put so much time into that video. Like I know I watched that movie about no less than 20 times. I remember going through that movie like frame by frame to get like the perfect screenshots. By the way, I collected like 250 screenshots. So that was a lot of screenshots. What else? The script was 20, like the script was like 20 pages long, which was a beast to do, but I was very proud of it because I like detailed videos. That's why I watch stuff like Comic Pop or like Game Theory or whatever. Anyways, but it was very heartbreaking to like see an entire like 20-page script just lost in the matter of 15 minutes. Like, that hurt my heart. I'm not even gonna lie. That really kind of defeated YouTube for me for a minute. I was really after that. I was like, I don't know if I'm gonna keep doing this. Like, cause that one was a big blow. Like, oh my god, so much time and energy into that video. But I'm back now, and I'm trying to get back into the groove. So yeah, another thing I want to talk about is mental health. I honestly don't care to talk about like mental health and like heavy stuff in my videos for the most part because that's not what I want this channel to be. I want this channel to be like a place of fun and entertainment. You know, well maybe entertainment and like education, but education and like nerdy stuff. Like I'm not gonna show you how to like do quantum science or something. I might tell you about some unknown lore bits about like Superman or somebody, but definitely not going into like algebra and stuff like that. So we ain't that educational, but it's educational in a cute nerd way. Ugh. I don't know why. By the way, I hate this. I hate saying the word nerd now because it's just so overused. It's like, ugh. Like, I get the idea. You took the name and made it into something positive, but I'm just so sick of hearing the word nerd. Like, everybody named mama's a nerd now. Like, oh, I'm a nerd. I'm just a cool nerd. Oh, I'm a nerd. I'm just a nerd who doesn't dress like a nerd. Anyways, I'm sorry. I was being a little bitter at the. I was being a little bitter. But yeah, let's talk about mental health issues. So maybe about 2 or 3 months ago, I went to a therapist because I have been going through a rough time this past year. 2019 has not been Devon's year. I like to keep a positive outlook on things, but woof. 2019 was woof for me. But that's besides the point. Like I'm going to reach my goals and I'm going to keep doing what I got to do to get myself together. But 2019 has been harsh, man. Like at the beginning of this year, I was planning on going to college, but that didn't happen for reasons. I tried to get a job in like computer science in like the computer science career field. That didn't happen. I tried to like focus more on my own like personal writing and stuff, and that didn't happen because paying for an editor and paying for an artist, that gets expensive quick. Like if you're not careful, that can break the bank. And I definitely had to stop. I had to stop messing with that before I did break the bank. So that's that. But I think it's because all of those failures, like back to back, all within the same year, and it felt like it just kept happening. I really do think that that triggered some deep depression within me, you know. And I hate claiming certain mental illnesses because nowadays it feels like everybody and their mama got a mental illness now, and some people you be like, you really don't have a mental issue, you just faking it. And I guess that's why I really didn't like try and seek help about the problem when I was younger, because I felt like if I went and asked for help, that meant that I was mentally weak and I couldn't control my own brain. And like for the longest, I held that thought with myself, and it's so crazy because like if someone came up to me and said that they were depressed and they want to hurt themselves, I would be behind them 100% of the way. Like, I got your back if you tell me something like that. Like, I do not look at you funny. I'm not gonna judge you for saying nothing like that. I would never do that to anybody. But like, it's so weird. I don't give myself that same energy. Like for my friend to say he's depressed, I got your back. I don't think you're any weaker than anybody else on this planet. You are just a human. When I when I when when I think I'm depressed, my brain is like, no, that's weak. You're not weak. Stop that. You don't don't be depressed. You don't Depression doesn't exist with you. And I held that very unfortunate belief from the time I was about 15 to about now. Like, I noticed it when I was 15, and it just got so much worse. Like, and I feel like a lot of people might not understand like how bad a unchecked mental health issue can like ruin your life. Because if you're not in a healthy mindset, you're not gonna do healthy things. And so that's why this year is kind of been rough for me, because I started the year thinking, oh, I'm gonna fix everything, I'm gonna do it all perfectly, and as soon as something fell apart, I crashed. And and it was a tough time. And I'm honestly happy to be with my family right now. To be honest, like, it was a tough time, but my family helped me through it. So yeah, and I feel like depression also plays a role is into like why I don't upload as much as I should. It's just like some days I wake up and I'm feeling like I'm on top of the world. I wake up and I got all the energy in the world. I can do all the dishes, I can clean all the clothes, I can go outside and cut the yard, I can cook a meal or whatever. And I have that kind of energy like for 3 days in a row. But after that fourth day come by, I'm crashing. I'm crashing for a whole 2 weeks. Like, I don't want to get out of bed. I don't want to talk to nobody. I don't want to. Sometimes it'd be like, I don't want to exist. Like, just leave me alone. Just like go away. That's all I be wanting to do sometimes, is just go away. Like, just disappear. And but thankfully I'm talking to a therapist now. He's a good guy. I appreciate him. And it's so crazy though. It's like just the process of talking about it and like recognizing it, yeah, you got a problem. Just doing that alone helped me in a little bit, because now I'm able to like, now I'm not in this toxic situation where I hate myself for feeling those kind of feelings. It's like, I'm having these feelings. They're natural. It's unfortunate, but they're natural, and you just gonna have to deal with it. Some people can get over it. Some people end up taking antidepressants for the rest of their life. I certainly don't want to take pills for depression, but like, if that's what it takes to get my life back on track, I'm willing to do that. Cuz I'm not a lazy person. Like, I know I have a good work ethic, but when depression doesn't wait depression doesn't wait for you to find the optimal moment to feel that depression. Like, depression doesn't hit you when you're, I mean, well, sometimes it does. Like, depression will hit you in bed, like right before you go to sleep. You think about something, all of a sudden you cry. And like, depression can hit in the middle of a job interview and you just don't care, and the person interviewing you, they clearly see that you don't care, and you know you need that job, but like when that depression hits, like everything just goes gray, like you don't care. But thankfully, due to the fact that I think I'm talking about it now, and I've accepted the fact that these are problems that I have, I just got to deal with it. I think just doing that alone, I think has helped me kind of get back in motion, because man, last couple of months have been rough. Anyways, so apparently I talked to the therapist guy, and excuse me. So I talked to the therapist guy, whatever, and I basically ended up getting diagnosed with I think he said something like persistent depression and bipolar 1 and like social anxiety. I'm not gonna lie, I expected the depression one and even the social anxiety, but I didn't expect the bipolar one. Like that's something I never even considered myself to have that. I don't know, like I guess I do in a way, because because like my mood does change a lot, to be honest, y'all. I'm not gonna lie. My mood changes like real quick. But it's never like how people like typically portray it. Like most people portray it as like, oh, I'm happy, then I'm mad, and I'm ready to fight somebody right then and there. Like that's not my bipolar. My bipolar is I wake up, I'm happy, I'm ready to see the world. I want to do everything and anything and be super productive. And then the next day roll around and I want to die. So like, yeah. And I don't know. I guess, I just realized something about myself. I guess. I mean, yeah. But anyways, yeah, I don't want this video to be too long, simply because like this is just me getting my toes back in the water, and just kind of like an update for as to what I've been doing and like where I've been or whatever, because I haven't even been like very social on like, I haven't been active on social media at all, to be honest. But yeah, I just did this because I don't know, it helped me get it off my chest. Like I think it helps me get it off my chest, and maybe somebody out there might find this and be inspired to like beat their depression, because I think I really do think that that's the problem with certain people. Like you get caught up in these unhealthy mindsets, and you feel like you're better than those mindsets, but you have to realize like depression don't just hit poor people, you know. Depression don't just hit like gay people or like just hit white people. Like depression attacks anybody, anywhere, at any time. Like depression is not racist. It's a lot of racism going on in America right now, but depression ain't picking. Depression don't care. Depression is coming for you whether you're rich or poor or black or white. Like depression is gonna smack that ass when it wants to. I shouldn't say smack that ass. Depression is going to hit you when it wants to. But yeah. And maybe hopefully like someday some younger person might see this and be like, you know what? He alright. Maybe if he made it through, I can make it through. Even though I don't know where I'll be in the future, hopefully I'm successful. I really do hope so. I mean, I'm working towards it. I'm working towards it. Anyways, I feel like I'm rambling at this point, so yeah. Let's see. What could be a good question for today's video? Are any of y'all suffering from any kind of mental health issues, and how do you think that affects your life to this day? Whether that be a negative effect or a positive effect. Yeah. How has mental health affected you all's life? I think we can pretty much wrap this video up at this point, because I really don't have anything else to say. So, yeah. Peace out, y'all. Bye.